Welcome to the Iron Thunder Racing League here in the Premier Series. I did not realize I had that ad audio muted, so you all were not messed up. That was my fault there. But they are current. This is the Stay Tuned Sports with Jimbo 200 at this track here. Hopefully, it can be a good race for y'all. I think it will. This is normally a pretty good one, as like they have. They have about 2 minutes left in their qualifying right now. You do see that up on the board. I will pull up some race info if it will hide that for me here. As there it goes. I'll give that a refresh and this a refresh also. SDK has been, looks like they still have some issues whenever you switch over some files, but that's not really something to worry about with y'all. You all don't have to deal with that. I'm the one that does half the time, and it does get annoying. But I do find a fix for that very shortly here. We'll actually, well, just wait for this to pop back up again. If it will pop back up for me, it should here soon, hopefully. It is evidently not wanting to do that. They do still have, they have about a minute left, so we have some time for this to be fixed. Trying to look at what is giving me for the room. I kind of saw it going slow there too. That's not even giving me a room number. So let me switch this room number here very quickly. I'll just switch that to a 5 instead. The problem you have with SDK, it was working fine, but then it was acting a little bit slow. This is weird. It won't give me anything at all on the screen. Like, not even. This is weird. Let me restart SDK. I don't know why it's giving me this issue. I will keep you posted on their times. I have about half a minute left on that. Weird. I have full control of everything else, but evidently won't give me control of anything besides that. Sorry, load project. As they just got done with their qualifying, so we'll be in there very shortly for these guys. Okay, there we go. I now have that replaced. I will load this project again. Do not know why it's wanting to be a pain with me. Trying to get something. It will not give me a connection at all to save its life. As there it goes. Looks like it's the old SDK, right? No, it gave me something there. As, yeah, we've got something up there at the top. As, okay, yeah. So we got it now. Sorry, I do not know what that was about. It was very weird. It was giving me that error there. Again, sorry about that, y'all. I have no idea why it was wanting to do that. Hopefully it does have the right logos, and I think it does. Yes, it does. So I'll go over the starting order here again. Sorry about that. It was wanting to freak out on me. So first is Drapeau, second Roger DeBold, third Dave Matson, fourth Storm Patterson, fifth Alex Little, sixth Raymond Rittner, seventh Landon Polinsky, eighth Tristan Ott, ninth Matt Quick, 10th Christopher Gale, 11th George Balfons Jr., 12th John Garrett, 13th Manning Gregory, 14th Brandon Klusterhuis, 15th Mark Math, 16th Donald Sandusky, 17th Sawyer Ott, 18th Paul Majifka, 19th Josh Coley, 20th Corbin Hemstreet, 21st Kevin Hash, 22nd Matt Cherry, 23rd Kelvin Masseur, 24th is Adam Boyles, 25th Brandon Pamitat, 26th will be Brian Hennings, 27th will be Daniel Half, Brian Wertman will be 28th for those drivers here. Dylan Hale is the race control, so I don't count race control on there, so y'all don't get confused about that. As I had before, and I've been like, who is this? I don't know what this person is. Kind of like, I don't know what to do here. But while we're doing that, I'll actually pull up some race info now. So who can save their tires the most? Texas is a right front heavy track. If you burn them off, you're gonna feel it. It is not going to be a delightful feeling either. They will be cooked off your car. Stage break lap 30 and 60 for these guys, and then they will go back racing over all for them. But I will give them all a paint refresh here as they roll off pit road. I'll make sure everybody has their paint schemes loaded on their car. So we'll see them pop, and they will go to their color that they are given on their ride here very shortly. It's 100 laps here overall, so turns 1 and 2, you have to hit the bottom. You miss the bottom, oh, it's gonna hurt. You are going to hurt, and if you miss it, it's just it just plows tight. It plows tight. It just won't turn. I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. 3 and 4, you can kind of get away with that a little bit more there. So actually, we got little connection back there. So sorry about that, y'all. Switching these overlays over again. I just had to clear the cache. SDK sometimes doesn't work. Again, that was completely my fault. Luckily, we really didn't miss anything there. I'll also run that VRX ad when I do get a chance. But 3 and 4, you can run that a little bit harder than 1 and 2. Not really cooking it off. As pace car pulls in here, we stay tuned. 200. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here from the Lone Star State. Oh, we got almost someone in the wall. I think that might be Sean back there. Saw him running high as I... No, that's actually Sawyer. Oh, it ran really high there. I'm just kind of confused what he was doing up there so far as this is going to hurt his tires. You do not want to be running where he is. This is a bad choice to be doing that. As John Garrett just joined, so I guess he had some connection issues. He's 2 laps down. That could be getting back. That could be, you know, gained at the stage break. He's not out of the race by any means at all. He still has... He has a shot here still. So do not count him out of the race at all. Looks like we got some guys kind of battling back here around, looks like 5th-ish. I say here DeBold. We're going to get that spot on Raymond Rittenauer. Actually, no, that is Alex Little will get that spot on Roger DeBold. 2 Fords going at it. I personally drive a Camaro just because I like them a lot better than the Fords. But Fords do have an advantage at some tracks. It just depends. And we have a caution here as looks like, oh, that 99. He got spun around. What happened to him? Doesn't look like he has as... I'm not too sure what that was. I mean, he's trying to side draft here, I believe. Yeah, and he just clips the 26's rear bumper. He slides up. Oh my gosh, he got off his wheels. He hit that hard. I did not think he hit the wall that hard because I caught the glimpse of, I caught the end of it. Oh my lord. Hits the inside or outside wall and he gets hit by the 22. 22, I mean, nothing he can do there. Car's up in the air. I wonder if this broke his toe link. Yeah, that's broken. Never mind. That's going to be his fast repair done and down the drain. That will give John Garrett one of his laps back. Mark was able to make it to the pits, however. Is not using his fast repair yet, as he has to, I believe, hop out and select that. See, it goes to that view because he's not in the race. That was a vicious hit. I mean, extremely vicious hit. That's for sure. I think I've only hit like that once, and that was vicious. As these guys are under their first caution, I will run that VRX ad with sound again. That was my fault. That was not your all's. I have different ads, and I guess I clicked mute on accident. I will run that here though.
first corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? Go.
As we are back here at Texas, just running that quick ad to fix that. 6 laps in, hard hit from Mark Math. Basically ripped down the wall with him. Car spun like a top in the air. Not supposed to happen. It was bad. It was really bad. As he now gets off and away, I'm not sure why. Did he use his... He didn't use his... He didn't use his fast repair. Do they have a fast repair, or am I thinking about something else? Yeah, they've got one. He didn't use it. He's going to hope that he can limp this car. He got all the required done, I believe. Do I want to see this right front tire update's probably made it a lot harder on these tires, especially at this track. This track is really chewing them up. I know last year they had a really big issue, and with right rears blowing. Kyle Larson was one of them that had one blown also. He's had horrible luck this season. He's my driver. It's not gone well for him at all. But Drapeau, looks like, yeah, lights will go off, so they will get the green flag back here at lap 8 of 100. They have 22 laps to the stage break. There's some paint schemes here. Some guys are running newer paint schemes. M Street still doesn't have one. I get confused whenever I see his car. Looks like Gale's running a new one. Seems to be the only... Nope. Storm is running a new one also. Little's running a new one. As I wonder if the Coley fan base is here. I really am curious about that. I wonder if they're here. I guarantee they probably are, as they're always out cheering for Josh Coley. This car pulls in here. Starter's going to have the flag in his hand as we are back underway here at Texas. Drapeau gets a good start, just whoops the whole field on that one. Matson does not get going very well. That's going to allow Storm to get to the bottom of him. Matson will most likely lose a position coming off of 2. He might fight with Storm. No, he loses a position there. Not surprised to me. These guys are fanning out back here. We have DeBold trying to get one from Matson also. He's got Quick coming behind him. Little's running that high line right here. 3 and 4, you can afford to run this line like this, but 1 and 2, you want that bottom. You do not want to be anywhere else. There's Mark Math, he is down. He's back down pit road again, sorry. I said down pit road. He's back down again. Did not get that fixed, but this is what Drapeau likes to see. Drapeau probably likes to see these guys battling with each other. Knows that he's not burning off his tires there as we see the 2-time winner, Josh Coley, starting to make his way up through the field, looking at Gale. Gave him a look, decided, I'm not going to take that quite just yet there. As we have, looks like that was Quick. No, yes, that was Quick on the outside of the bowl. Come off 3 and 4, but he's not going to have the preferred line going into 1 and 2. You want to be on that bottom. See if we can get a good fight down there. He does as Mark Math is coming off pit road. See him merging there. He finally used his fast spur, I believe. This Drapeau just ran the fastest lap of the race. A 29.64. That is almost 0.2 faster than the next fastest person, which was Matson last lap. As Patterson almost matched him there, so that's going to be interesting. Patterson, look at that time, as you see there, pretty much matched him. Barely slower. That'll be gaining him some time as these guys back here are just going at it. Little does not want to let Quick go. He is going to fight him for this position. He won it. We're going to have to go at it. Chevy versus a Ford. Cat paint scheme there for him. The Bolt in the National Guard paint scheme. I believe that's a modified version of someone's paint scheme that was ran. I can't remember whose. Over as looks like Quick, if he can get the car to rotate, he might have it as Little. Can he hold on to that quarter panel? But Quick has Raymond behind him. Yeah, that will lose multiple positions for Little here. Unless he can get back in line. He does get back in line pretty good too, so he doesn't lose a lot of time. But here comes Storm. Storm is coming. It's not going to take him long. He's just chipping away at everything. See who's running back here. These guys I'm not too worried about. They probably just want to stay out of all this stuff. They're just kind of like, eh. I'm just going to stay out of it right here. And it's not bad as the 52 has pounded the wall. That is not good. See Mark is back on track. He's multiple laps down. I'm not sure how many though. I believe he's 4 laps down. So he's got a rough night ahead of him. And this is where the action is. It's these guys back here from about 3rd on back. These guys are in a big group of each other. Quick's trying to get a spot on the Bold. Raymond will go with Quick, so that will give him some push, but Little will go with the Bold on the high side. So drafting help with him as he's just going to kind of sail it off in that corner. He's going to maybe bobble it just a little bit. Looks like Daytona here. See Coley, there he comes, knifing through the field. Not taking him long at all. Storm, he's holding on to Drapeau. He's not within the drafting. He's literally a 10th out from it. And this is where it is right here. These guys are on. Coley almost makes I think he did hit Brandon Klooster, who's there. Just tapped him. He got in there a little bit deeper than him. He probably got the car to rotate a little bit more, but Brandon will now go with Raymond, trying to give Raymond a shove by. Going to go into the corner, see if Little will fight him off. He's going to have to. This is a corner you want the bottom. You do not want to run anywhere else because that car just will not turn. As we got Raymond's looking under Little there. He might have given him a little bit of a touch to get him up off the bottom. I think he did. Raymond's going to try to get a spot from Little now. He's got Brandon behind him for help as he actually got tight in the middle of the corner. That's going to give Klooster or Brandon Klooster a shot. He will not take it, somewhat take it, and he's going to decide, not right now. Coley, you see there, following behind him. These guys back here are like, yeah, you go at it. Kind of cool watching y'all, so I'm not going to get wrecked. Oh, we got the 74. Or that was, who was that right there? Sideways. That was Hennings, who was sideways there. He then sends it down pit road. And he tows. I would not have towed if I was him. Just hits the wall coming off of 4. Goes down through the grass. Not locking it up, still trying to drive it. Hits the inside wall, and that might have broken the toe link for him. He's still sitting there. He has to do the toe time, but I'm not sure that was a smart idea to jump to pits. I would have tried to drive that off, unless it gave him a meatball. That's different. See, Cherry's trying to hold off the 84. Gale wants to get in on this action too. He's like, yeah, you know, I exist. I want to have some fun with you all. If it goes bad, it goes bad. Who cares? The biggest mover right now is actually Brandon Pamitat. He is up 13 positions right now, currently sitting in, or sorry, he's up 12 positions, currently sitting in 13th. He's watching Cherry and Gale go at it. These two battling for, these two are battling for 11th position. Cherry wants it, Gale has it. It's not a give and take right now. These two are just going to race each other. Matson, I think he missed it. Oh, you hear those tires screeching. Oh, we got Alex Little sideways to the grass. Looks like he saved it, though. He'll just drive it through, do some landscaping for Texas there for free. That'll probably be a black flag cleared if he did get one from race control, because he had a pretty good save there. Just got loose coming off the 4. That's not uncommon to see here either. Guys have a lot of wheel into it, and it just doesn't want to turn right for him. Actually, I'm not even went down pit road. But Quick is actually trying to go around DeBold now, so a little bit of a change up here. These guys are now racing each other for this. John Garrett making his way up through the field. He did qualify, actually. Qualified 12th. He didn't make the grid. I don't know what happened to him. As we still got Gale and Cherry going at it. Cherry wants us, and Gale is not giving it up. But if Cherry keeps up with this, Gale will eventually burn off those tires. I think he's just... Oh, Pamitat and the 00 of Landon Polininski has the car step out on him. He goes through the grass also, doing some landscaping for Texas and a Texas paint scheme. And Cherry just taps him. He's going to decide to give up that position. He's like, yeah, whatever, take it. I'm done with this. We now have Quick going up here trying to take the spot from Matson. Matson's loose. He just plowed off that corner. Might tap the wall. I think he did just a little bit. That might give, yep, he hits it again. That might give Quick all the run that he needs. So he will get that position on him. Just blow by him at that point. Balfons. Balfons is not running a number. I get so confused by that every single time. That car wiggles on him. I keep thinking, yeah, he doesn't have a number on his car. I don't know if he doesn't realize that. I think he probably doesn't. We're coming up here on the stage break, though, so it'll be not long for him until they get it. They've only had one caution for Mark Math, deciding he wants to try to spin up in the air. Not a good thing, especially when you're in a car. You can do it with your body, not with the car, because they're not supposed to be in the air to begin with. So don't do that, or not do that. Don't do that, Math. Brandon trying to go around Gale now. Cherry, I think he tried his hand, and he's like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm kind of done with this. Brandon will get that position. Coley will also try to get it. Looks like Gale hit the bottom there. It's going to give Raymond a run on the outside as Gale is loose. That car is wanting to step out from him. He ain't having fun anymore. Trying not to wreck this thing at the same time as driving it. It's pretty difficult. Pretty dang difficult for him. Yeah, Gale, that car's stepping out on him. Cherry finally does his lifelong goal of getting around Gale. It took him forever to do that. I'm going to try to set his sights on Raymond, but Coley has gotten by both of them. As Raymond gets a surprising run off that high line, and Cherry's looking about it. Coley's going to throw a block on Cherry. Actually, Cherry looks like, yeah, he decides to then shove Coley. So that was a little bit of a block by Coley, but he kind of had to do that as he hits the apron there. Raymond, surprisingly, is going to get that position. Coley is off the pace here. Losing a lot of positions here as the caution is now out for the stage break here at lap 30. So no one's wrecked. Marcus not spinning in the air. He learned that to not do that. See, Donald Sandusky, he won the opening race of the season. We will bring in the stage winner after the caution, or after they do their pit stops. I don't want to bring them in and then mess up their pit stops for them. So we'll go ahead and have him ready to be pulled up. We're just gonna wait for them to come around. Everybody's gonna come pit. You're not staying out here. Be a bad choice. Storm is trying to get Drapeau to go. He's saying, yeah, get up there, man. I'm tired of having to wait for you to get in pit road. He's actually bumping him here. As there's a stat. Oh, DeBold almost spun himself out. Drapeau's got to be clean in, clean out on his pit stops. As Storm is hounding him. Drapeau better hit it correctly because Storm, I mean, he is up on that. On his bumper. This is what they do in real life too, so Storm's not doing anything wrong. Pro will pull in, see if he's the first one off and away. Very high possibility that he is. This might be a... Oh, we got Hennings. And Drapeau won't be the first one out. Storm will beat him out. As Wortman, that is not a smart move. He's going to have... Oh. Yeah, this is not going to end well for him. But we will bring in the stage winner, Eric Drapeau. Get him in here. As I don't... Okay. Trying to... Well, he's not in one of the rooms, so... Yeah, I can't... we can't interview him. Well, yeah, I thought he was in one, but evidently he's not, and I'm looking everywhere for him. I don't see him in there at all. So we'll just have to roll with that with no one. It's not a stage break interview. See if Wortman, yeah, Wortman came back down. That's a smart decision. Math is back down. No harm, no foul. Hennings is back down. For some fuel. Wortman's down. He's going to be getting optional damage fixed that he has in his car. He did hit the wall. Not super hard, but he still got it a little bit. You just want to get it fixed. I mean, you got time early on. It can't hurt to get it fixed. Nothing bad's going to happen to you. So they'll have another stage break at lap 60. So lap 60, they'll have one. And if their fuel... I have to see, does their fuel... If their fuel lasts 40 laps, that'll be their last pit stop. But I don't know if it does. It's the thing. I'll have to see. I'm not completely sure at all. Well, I guess we'll kind of just... I mean, we'll find out here as lights are off in the pace car. Storm will be leading them back to green here to start stage 2 of the race. Him, Drapeau, Quick, Bold, Bafons, Hash, Brandon Clustruth, Matt Cherry, Josh Coley, and Raymond. The top 10 currently as they sit. I expect these starts to give you all something to look at because these guys are going to be going at it. You're going to see a lot of guys trying to get as many positions as they can. You just want to get the bottom. I mean, I'm just going to say, you want to get the bottom. You don't want to be stuck anywhere else. As Dusky looks like he's out of position here. Or Sadusky, sorry, not Sandusky. Sadusky. So saying Sandusky, it's Sadusky. And if you're watching that, I'm sorry, Donald. This car will pull off here at Texas one-lane track pretty much here all the way around. This car pulls off here. Storm will lead them to green. Waiting on the green flag here. Starter has it in his hand. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here at Texas. Storm gets a good jump, but so does Quick. Quick will be within striking distance if he can get a good run on Storm. As Cherry says, nah, I'm just going to send it. Let's go 3 wide. I thought about 3 wide. Brandon starts plowing. 03 of Kevin Hash is up here too. Have not saw him at all. He has a new paint scheme also. Cherry will give him a look on the inside as they are 3 wide. Coley, Brandon Clusterhoos, and Raymond. Coley will get out of that predicament that he has. Cherry gets a little bit tight. Almost hits the 03 of Kevin Hash. Has to bail out of it. That's going to give Coley a run. Coley says, I'm going to do some grass cutting two here at Texas. As Dale Jr. found out the hard way. We don't do that. You will rip off your splitter in the old cars. As Cherry will actually try to get this position back. Coley is probably in the more preferred position as around Sadusky. They're also going at it. Oh, my voice is going. Matson, Sadusky, Garrett, somebody's neck coating into the wall. I have no idea who it is, as that is the 26 there of Manning Gregory, and he gets turned by Donald. Nothing of Donald's fault. Let's see if they stay green. They spin it. Oh, no, Donald's coming back up the track. Uh-oh. As, yep, that will bring out a caution here. Or not Donald, sorry. Manning was coming back up the track, and the 74, Brian Hennings, an innocent bystander, gets caught up in that also. I knew somebody was blinking out, so he's not here. So we'll go to Donald's view. Donald has no idea where Manning is. He can't see him at all. So this is not on Donald at all. Manning pops back up basically right in front of Donald. Donald probably didn't have any time to react. He gets turned. He saves it. Manning is trying to save it. He jerks the wheel, goes back up into the track, and slams that outside wall. And Hennings nowhere to go. Mark Math also nowhere to go for those guys, as I feel for him. As Hennings jumps to pits, that has to feel bad for him. I want to see if Mark Math link is broke. Don't think it is. Looks like it's pretty straight. He's got some steering damage, but it's not broken because his wheel's supposed to be relatively straight here. Yeah, it's got some damage to it. I think he can get most of that fixed. As Donald might come down and take tires. I don't really think he would need to. Most of it was spinning through the grass, but I think he might do it just to be safe. Gale, Daniel Half are down pit road. As these guys are under their second caution here, third caution. We will take our first commercial break.
I played a couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As we are back here at Texas, they will have the lights go off in the pace car this lap here, I believe, as, yep, they are off here. So they will grab the green at lap 43 of 100, stage break at lap 60. So a little bit of a longer than a sprint to the stage 2 caution. See the light, or sorry, lights not go off. Lights are already off. Pace car will pull off here. We'll be back under way here very, very shortly. I want to see who's more aggressive. Because if somebody times this restart perfectly, this will give them a really, really big bonus for doing that. You can gain about 4 spots, I'd say. Storm will lead them back to green here. Once Storm fires, you can go with Storm, just leaves them there. Blows by him at that point. Looks like Balfonz tried to look at Quick, decided he couldn't really get his nose in there, so he decided I'm just going to kind of drop back. But look at Drapeau. Drapeau's already, actually, he started second. He's back to 4th right now, currently fighting with Hash for that position. He will get that on Hash. Yes, he will. Going into 3 and 4 there. Brandon Klusterhuis trying to go on the outside of Matt Cherry. Not working out too well for him. Oh, no. Oh, I thought they were turned. Oh, we're going to have to go back and watch that. I thought he was turned there. I mean, I thought that was going to be right into the outside wall from Cherry. That was, oh gosh, that was nerve-wracking there. John Garrett slowly making his way, as I think Sawyer might have bounced off somebody there. Might have hit Kelvin. Oh my God, oh, there we go, Little's in the wall. They'll stay green though. That's the second time we saw somebody squeezed up into it. And go back and rewind, they're still staying green while this is happening. As looks like Madsen just barely tapped Little. He might have not known that he was up there, but that sends Little into the wall. That may have broken his toe link, as it is somewhat straight. That's optional damage that can be fixed. He's not out of it at all. As Quick will go to the lead. He'll take it from Storm. Might have given Storm a little bit of a bump getting into that corner. Quick's got to deal with George Balfonz being on his rear here shortly. Cash will get a run, takes it to the inside instead. Doesn't tuck back behind George. Could have helped him get back up here, but he says, nah, I'm going to fight you for it. He's going to get his nose cut off there. Just a tad, not a lot, though. Almost has it chopped off there again. He's definitely making Cash work for it. He's not going to give him a position. That's what I like to see in races like this. Make guys work for it. As Quick, he's now got Balfonz on his bumper. Balfonz is going to want this here soon. He might take a shot if he can get it to arch down. Yep, he does it right there. Arch down, getting into the corner. He can be able to smash that throttle on exit. And as you can see it there, it's a little bit of a run, not a big one. As Coley's now trying to get under Drapeau for, I believe that's 6 right there. Alphonse is trying, but I think Quick realizes if I just stay to the bottom, he really can't do anything. If you don't have the bottom in one, yeah, you really can't even try. I mean, that's being honest with you. It's too hard as we have a caution out. Corbin Hemstreet has crashed as that has broken the toe link on his car. As it looks like, ooh, him and Gale make contact, and that sends him hard into that outside wall. Oh my gosh, and that thing snapped on. I'm actually not sure if he got touched. I want to go back and look. I'm going to go look from a different angle. I'm not sure if he got touched now because that car reacted weird. Let's go from a chase view here. I mean, it's close. So Gale's on the inside of him. Hemstreet then cuts down, and Gale barely clips him, and Hemstreet overcorrects heavily. I mean, hard. That's a hard overcorrect, and I can't really blame that on Gale because it looks like Hemstreet came down across his nose when he was below him. But we'll watch his steering wheel here. Yeah, you can see he yanks the wheel. So again, he did get tapped barely, but that's a hard overcorrect on his part. As we do have some guys going down pit road. Gale is down. Not sure if he was given a penalty. May have been. We'll just have to see. Hemstreet is obviously down pit road. I don't even think he could drive it back because he had so much damage on that car. That thing was, yeah. Not looking too well for him. As how in the world did I do that on the second exam? I got a 92 on that one. I am amazing in that class. Yeah, let's go. It will only go up on that, so that's pretty good. We'll actually bring in, let me snatch good old Matt Quick up here if he's there. Hey Matt, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, so you're leading that lap 50 here, stage break in 10 laps. But how's the cars going? How does the car feel for you so far, man?
Well, it feels amazing up front if I can keep it up here. I don't want to jinx too much, but I'm not used to leading at the halfway point or being pretty good at stages. Usually I have to get pet strategy to get up here, so I'm going to try to not die. How about that?
So, do you feel like there's anything you have to do special here? Or is it pretty much just drive the track?
Run your line and keep to your points and don't waver. We're too early to try to veer off that stuff. Don't try too hard. That's my thing. Do not try too hard because if you overthink it, you're screwed.
And so, this is kind of a question for you. How does turn 1 feel knowing that they updated the right front tire? Has it been tuning it off more, or is it pretty much the same?
I honestly don't remember the old track here and there. I mean, I liked it better, but I practiced a lot last night, so I don't know. As long as you back up your turns and hit your spots, whatever that spot is. If you like running the second line, you run the second line. If you're like riding in the white line, ride the white line and don't waver. And if you freaking try to gun it too soon, you're gonna wear that right front out.
Yeah, Texas is a track. Turn 1, if you miss the bottom, that turn's basically just it's over for you. That car just wants to plow, and it's something difficult to handle with. But man, I will let you go. Hopefully I see you in victory lane and go win this stage. Hold off all these guys behind you because they're coming for you.
I will try my best.
That was Matt Quick, a driver for Sip and Shine Racing. He's up front, but these guys are going at it. We have 4 cautions so far. First one, they've had green flag runs too. It's been a little bit. Actually, we need to go back and look. We're gonna go back and look very quickly. As where is that? Yeah, here it is. Okay, we're gonna go back really quickly. Matt Cherry and Brandon Klusterhuis. I thought these guys were wrecked. Far chase here. Cherry just comes up into Brandon, and I thought he was turned. I thought he was turned there. I had no hope. I thought, oh, there goes Cherry's night, because, he was headed for that outside wall, and that was a good save from him. He just got into Brandon, might have just kind of drifted up, just took his normal line, and he just really didn't realize that he was there at all. And that happens sometimes, too. Got Brandon warming up his tires there. He's taking a... I don't even know if that works. I have no clue. It looks cool. I don't know if it works, though. That's just a big question for me. I might try it, see if that does. It might actually burn him off more. Quick has done good. Hash has done better. 18 spots gained. His car pulls off here. Lap 53 of 100 here very shortly as Matt Quick gets the green flag as he is off and away. Gets a huge jump on those guys. What he wants to see in his rearview mirror. He only has to hold them off for about 7 more laps, and he's going to have to hold off a big pack of wolves. Because they'll be coming for him. They see that and they're like, yeah, come here, boy. But if they fight more, that'll give him an advantage, though. But Hash gets a better run. Now he's gonna have some drafting help here. So it would be pretty slow. Hash gets right up on the bumper, actually. He got in there a lot better than Quick. But Quick did say he was backing up his corners and letting that car roll into him instead of having to get in there and burn off that right front by diving it in on him. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. It really doesn't work. Alphonse is trying to peek on Hash. He's giving him a slight look there. He's like, no, I can't really get to the spot that I want. We'll have to tuck back down there. He just can't get to the spot quite yet. But he's going to look at Hash. He tried it, but he just couldn't get his nose in there. As he actually got Hash off the bottom. So that might give him a position as Coley's having to fight here with the bold Cherry's making his way back up here. He's up 15, actually, not making his way back up here, making his way up here. Got 15, 15, 17, 19 spots gained for some of these guys. Now, they are gaining a lot of positions as Brian Hennings is the only guy that isn't on track. I believe he's left. See, Hash is still going to fight with Alphonse, and, 4 laps left. See what your car can do. You got a stage brake, you know that. Drive it hard, and see if it sticks in certain places. If it does, good. If it doesn't, well, don't do that again, because it's probably going to end up bad for you. See that rear end wiggle on Alphonse. We got guys cutting the grass here. As Hash might actually hold off Alphonse here. I mean, he's hanging tight with him. He's not letting him go. We got 3 wide back here. Brandon, Perry, and Drapeau. As John Garrett's now poking his nose in there. Raymond gets a good run. I believe Drapeau plowed off that exit a little bit. Wasn't able to get quite the exit that he wanted. Yep, Hash is going to make this difficult. I mean, he's not going to give this position to Alphonse at all. As you see how he actually passes him there. He finally gets Alphonse off of him. Now Coley's going to go at him. Now this could have hurt Alphonse's tires. Having to fight Hash like that for so long, being stuck on the bottom, could have really burnt them off. And I think Coley, if he gets to this corner just a little bit deeper than Alphonse, he should have it. Or sorry, if Coley gets in a little bit deeper than Alphonse, he should have that position. I think I said that, just making sure. The Bold gets that position on Storm. As I think Storm's trying to draft with the Bold. Almost ended up turning him on accident. He could have gotten hooked. Uh-oh, we got Brandon in the wall. Habitat down through the grass as Matson bounces off the wall. What happened here with these guys? Actually, we'll look at that after. Forget that. This is going to be the stage break at the end of this. Matt Quick is currently leading. Coley's might try to get second here from Matt Quick, from Kevin Hash. He's going to try to go to the outside just as no, let's see if the car will stick just in that moment. Didn't work for him as Hash looks like he's going to fall just a little bit short from winning this stage here. Yep, it will be, I believe, Matt Quick, and that should be the second stage. Yep, there it is. Caution flies after they cross the start-finish line. We'll go back and look at what happened here between this coming to the final lap of the stage, as I saw Brandon as Pamitat. Oh, I think he clips the apron here. Yep, he hits the apron. Right there, he clips it, just barely. I'll slow that down so y'all can see it. He barely clips it. See if I can get a better view of his car. I'll slow it down. About right there, he gets the apron just a little bit. And that's going to send his car sideways. And then Brandon tries to avoid that. He then starts plowing. He goes into the wall. Brandon then, there's two Brandons in this race, I forget. Pamitat is going through the grass. Klusterhoos is in the wall because he tried to miss it. He got tight. And then nothing else happens beside that, as Brandon almost loops it as he... Oh, that's... I think what got him there was a transition from the grass. It looks like he might have just shifted down. Yeah, that's the transition from the grass. The car likes to get loose. People are probably saying, oh no, we tried to spin the car out. No, we didn't. Once you go from grass to pavement, that car, it acts completely different, because it's like, oh, I got all this grip now. Let's just start going where I want to. As they'll all come down pit road here. 4 tires, fuel. I don't know if they can make it to the end. I really have no clue if they can or not. This is we're going to find out. I'm going to ask Dylan. Actually, let me ask race control. Dylan. I wish I would know that. Let me ask him very quickly. Yep, I just asked him there. So, see if Quick wins the race off of pit road, as these guys pitted earlier. So Quick does win the race of the guys that pitted. Gale and Wortman were down on lap 51. It got 50 for Wortman, 51 for Gale. This is not going to end up well for either of them. Texas chews tires. It chews them up. We will bring in the stage winner in Matt Quick here. Almost clicked on something else. There we go. I need to drag it to my other screen. Hey Matt, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yep, what's up?
And so you win stage 2, you know, does the car still feel the same? Have you had to learn something different with those last laps? Because those guys were coming for you.
Well, I was just trying to run my pace, not do anything stupid. I'm not really sure how they caught me so fast there, but it is what it is. I'm just going to keep running my pace. That was a shorter run than the first stage, because they were 30 and 30, but by the time we went green and all that stuff, we lost 10 laps under caution just between the stage break and whatever. So, this is a long run here. You gotta maybe save a little bit of fuel, not overdrive it, because if you burn those tires off, you're done and you're gonna fall back. So, hopefully, I really just want a top 5. I mean, honestly, we're here for wins. I got it, but good point to stay doesn't hurt.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Hopefully, I see you in victory lane, though.
Hopefully, I'll see you there too.
It's Matt Quick, the stage 2 winner. I did get confirmation from Dylan. It's on the line is what he says. So it's close on fuel. Some can make it, some won't. But if the drivers are watching this, some people close if we go green. So if they go green to the very end, I'd be saving fuel right now. As soon as I get out of the pits and I have my position, I'm turning that car off and pushing that clutch in and letting it coast. I'm also staying tucked in behind people a little bit longer than what you would think, because this draft here can pull you with them, and you can run just a little bit less than half throttle and get better fuel mileage because of that. And once you're about 5 laps over being in the draft, let it drop, let that hammer drop, and just go, because you have fuel. You know you can make it, as Gale cannot make it. I know he can't. His lights go off there. Gregory and Hemstreet get the wave around. I believe that might put them on. No, Hemstreet's still 1 lap down. Gregory's 5 laps down. Mark Mathis in the pits. So I think Quick will probably blow by Gale here. But if he doesn't, that's probably going to allow Hash to do something. As right here, I would honestly rather prefer to be the 03 of Kevin Hash than Matt Quick. I don't like starting on the outside. And what I've noticed too is you can get a better fire off being third, because that second place driver is guessing when the leader goes. You have the leader right in front of you. As soon as he goes, you go. You're not having to look to the side. You just drop it. As soon as you see that guy in front of you go, you can be up on his bumper too. You have that advantage of being really close to him. Maybe bumping him out of the way if you need to. Good old bump and dump sometimes for these guys. It always works. Dale Jr. said, or not Dale Jr., Dale Sr. said, I just wanted to rattle his cage. I didn't mean to spin him. As we are back underway here at Texas, it'll be 34 laps to the end of the race. Quick gets right down behind Gale. Don't think Gale will hold them off very long here, as Coley's not going to have to deal with the bold as they're fanning out here. And look at John Garrett slicing his way through the field here. Taking him a little bit to get back to where he started. He's actually up 2 positions from where he qualified, currently sitting 10th. That's Brandon, sends it 3 wide there. Gutsy move by him. Cap Polininski also, but he didn't wreck him. He just said, I'm just going to put it 3 wide. Who cares? See if it works. As Sadusky's trying to go to the inside of Little, he will start plowing because he missed his entry there. See the 15 of Treston Ott back there. Maybe got a little bit of a block from Donald, but not completely sure. I didn't see the whole chain of events. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't think of the word there. See, I'm kind of looking at Coley. Coley 2 wins on the season. A storm blocks Balfons. You ain't going down there, bud. He says, I'm gonna cut your nose off. I'm gonna make you shove me. See right there, he's got a face full of that orange Ford that doesn't have a number on it, so I guess he's a ghost? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, we'll go with Ghost Racing Network. Most of these guys are actually running a Ghost Racing Network logo on their car somewhere, and that's something that's optional for them. That's not required. I do like to see that, though. It means that they like the broadcast, and I try to make it good, as Balfons is now going to try again. He's not had good luck on the bottom trying to pass people. That's the only way you can pass. Storm will give him that position. Wick has not caught Gale. He's actually lost a lot to Gale, but I don't think Gale can make it on fuel. I think he's going to be like 10 laps short. Now, if the caution comes out, that changes everything, but Coley's looking on Quick here. Coley said, I'm just going to go. I'll save later. He's going to run that middle line, that kind of that first seam, put his tires kind of between that, or a little, he's going to have the seam between his tires. Seam between his tires. Good Lord. I can't speak tonight, apparently. Trying to talk too fast here. I need to slow down. Alphonse tries. He finally gets the bottom pass there. DeBold looks Quick. He's like, I'm gonna not Quick. Sorry, Quick. Cherry gives him a look. He's like, I'm not gonna really try that. Garrett's gonna get stuck on the outside here. Little's gonna have that preferred line going into 1 and 2. The guys back here, they've not had a good night. They've not done bad, as Kelvin's in the middle of nowhere. Corbin's exists. He's currently riding 25th. He's not had a good night. As Coley does get that position on Quick. So, will these guys start drafting with each other to get up here? Because they're going to have to very shortly. We're going to pull up some lap times here. So, see that there. As, you know, they've not been faster with them. Gale's actually been faster. As Coley was barely faster that lap. But you see the green next to Gale's number. That means he has been gaining time on these guys behind him. The red means he has lost some time there. So some laps have gone good, some haven't for him. It just kind of depends on who it is. Cherry's going to try that outside. Drapeau was up here earlier. He won stage 1, actually. Then he's dropped back here. Lost the lead. But Gale might have actually fooled me. I mean, he's running pretty good, too. I mean, it's not bad at all as he loses a little bit of time there. As these guys have not really... Oh, Balfons throws a block on Storm. I think Storm threw a block on Balfons earlier as they're going to go side by side, door to door, coming off of 4 there. Quick's going to fight him. What Coley really needs... Oh, he gained about 2/10 that lap. Never mind, he's going. As Coley's actually probably happy to see this, he's like, yeah, you two go at it. I'll continue to drive away, and I'll have to worry about you all. This is burning up their tires also, as I thought they were going to be 3 wide there for a pass. They decided against it. Probably a smart decision, too. I wouldn't put it 3 wide. Yet. Actually, I probably would. No, I say that. Get right up on the bumper. Storm, I think, gave him a little bit of a tap there. Then I'm going to get you up the track as there's Matt Cherry. He appears back. We already saw a blinking issue with Manning Gregory earlier that brought out a caution. That's the bold. I thought it looks like these guys are thinking about 3 wide here. They might split hash. They are going to do that. DeBold on the bottom, hash in the middle, Cherry on the top. That actually played out perfectly. Cherry on the top. He will get 1 position. Now he's going to have to fight DeBold on that bottom line. Very stuck in that middle lane. He bobbles there a little bit, but he has drafting help in front of him, kind of coming from Storm a little bit indirectly. Storm's really not meaning to do that at all. So he's still, DeBold's trying it. This is where DeBold can really get in there. It's turn 3 and 4. He can really send it in there. The car will stick really anywhere there for him. So that's why they're fighting so much. This Cherry's not going to give it up. He's going to make him fight. You see him there. Oh, he's almost clear. DeBold is, I mean, he's almost there. He is so close to being clear of Cherry. Cherry's just, I mean, he is just hanging on. And he's probably getting annoyed, if I'm being honest with you. He's probably not too happy. As I just realized, he is running the sponsor of this race's paint scheme on his car. As he finally, maybe, yep, nope, not, yep, he finally loses that position to DeBold. DeBold will finally get it. DeBold sees Cherry try to go back to the bottom, throws a block there, but up front, look who's lurking in the mirror, Gale. He's coming for you. See that blue and white paint scheme of Josh Coley. I need to have the Jaws music playing right now because he's coming. He's coming to get him quick. Finally has gotten around to all that mess that he was having to deal with. But Coley's now to the back of Gale. Gale will pretty much just let him go, as I don't think Gale can make it on fuel. And definitely not. I mean, he's going to start dropping here pretty fast. He held on for a surprisingly long time. I didn't think he was going to do that. It's pretty impressive by him. Do want to see lap time wise. Coley's been running faster lap times. Now, one thing Gale's going to benefit from is he's 3/10 behind Coley. He's still getting the draft. About 6/10, you lose the draft in these next-gen cars. And once you lose the draft, you drop about 20 miles per hour. That's just from experience at Talladega and Daytona. Side drafting these cars is, oh my gosh, it is so strong. It's stupid. I still haven't saw Josh Coley's fan base hop into the chat. Kind of sad. I'm used to seeing that now. Hemstreet's just, I mean, he's got no one around him. He really doesn't. He can't really do much. There's Daniel Half right there. Coley's going to have to deal with that 99. Going to mess up his exit there a little bit, but not too much. That might make his lap a little bit slower. I mean, he's stretching it out. He's got 18 to go. One thing he might not want to see is a caution. He might at the same time because he might be short. Again, race control told me that it's on the line. Some people are going to be close. He was staying behind some people too. Could be saving up some fuel, but what these guys are doing right here is saving a lot of fuel. They're riding behind Quick. Really, who's the person saved? Oh! Quick almost got turned from Balfon's there. Quick was headed for that inside wall. Surprised he didn't absolutely clobber him. That car was completely sideways. But the person probably saving the most, I would say, is maybe Cherry, possibly. I don't think Hash is saving. Drapeau might be saving a lot too, being right here. Storm almost squeezes Balfons into the wall. Balfons does go in the wall on his own. He probably just kind of thought he was going to be squeezed there. Trying to give Storm a lot more room than what he needed. Now Storm's going to have to deal with the bolt on his outside as the rear end steps out on Storm, coming off of 4. Rear end tried to come and tell him hi. You don't want to see that happen. If you can see your, I guess that would be the right rear tire in your mirror, that's not good. The Gale is kind of holding up these guys right now as Coley has stretched it out to a almost 2-second lead over them. As I think Balfons gave Quick a shot in the corner. Got him a little bit loose there. They're basically lined up. They're just running a train on Gale. They're getting him out the way. The tires, too much. Fuel's definitely, I don't think that's there for Gale. I think Gale just rolled the dice is what he did. He said, I'm just going to see if it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. As well. Oh. Holy is... I don't know, he's still not gaining time. Some people's lap times are actually faster than his. Let's see what he runs this time by. 30:35, so he must have slipped up somewhere. Yeah, he just ran faster than everybody else. I had a feeling he missed the entry to some corner. And you blow an entry here, it's pretty devastating. But I'm not counting these guys out as DeBold throws a block on Hash there. Oh my lord, he came down and blocked him. He saw what Hash was trying, and he wanted none of that. He said, I'm going to block you hard. I didn't expect him to do that there, but he tried it, and it worked. Coley's losing a little bit of time here now. I gotta hope he didn't burn off his tires, but I think Balfon's staying by. Oh, now they're going to go at it, so this is going to give Coley an even bigger lead. So if these guys keep doing this, 12 to go, do they have enough fuel? Has Coley started to lay off and realize, I need some more fuel? And has he done it? I mean, he's done it maybe a little bit too late here also. But these guys doing this, that's going to help him a lot. He really wants to see this. Alfonso Quick going at it. Look at Cherry. Cherry's making his way up here. As Hash is probably going to remember that block that DeBold threw. He's going to not be happy with it. Probably going to turn him. As Brandon Pemitat's trying to make his way back up here. He was through the grass earlier. Yeah. But he didn't hit anything. He's luckily able to save it as Boyles, and you're not supposed to go down there, Brandon. Oh, see if he loops it. He's just through the grass. He gets back on track. You cut the infield there. That didn't work for him at all. You saw that car just, yeah, didn't like that. These are not zero turns. They don't want to turn like that. So Balfons does get by Quick. And I think Quick might have burned off his tires as Cherry gets loose off of 4. That car stepped out hard. He saves it, however. But, oh, my throat will be gone tomorrow. Balfons, I don't think he has enough time to catch Coley. He has to get Quick to give him an arrow shove, and Quick's not quite there just yet. He's a little bit too far away. It's not a lot. Actually, it is a lot. I lied on that. A lot more than I thought. But, yeah. Oh, does Coley have... The question is, do they have fuel? One thing, too, is the pace slows down as the tires wear off, as they've actually not wear it off. I mean, they've dropped a second from their best lap times of the race, but that's not as much of a drop-off as it used to be here at Texas. They're still running good laps. As Hemstreet has jumped to the pits, that's not good. As Quick's now having to deal with Storm, Drapeau, DeBold, and Hash. I want to see if Hash will get DeBold back. He might. Not wrecking him, I mean giving him a little bit of just a little bit of a nudge and getting him off the bottom. Just a smidge of a tap is what he wants to do for him. I just want to touch him, man. Daryl Waltrip who said that. Is that a ghost logo I see there? Yes, it is. Thank you, Eric. I think Storm might have one, too. Yep. But looking at times, Balfons is coming. Coley, he very well could be playing this very smart. No, once Balfons gets into the range of about a second, go. He only has 5 more laps to catch him. And he gained 2/10 that lap, though. So if Coley's got a tight car, this might be down to the wire between these two. Balfons might have a shot at Coley. I don't know how hard Coley's been running it, though, but you can see him lose some time to Balfons, but Balfons only has 4 more laps to catch him. But if he gets within 6/10, then it's going to get really interesting. Because he's going to get the draft. He's got to pick up 6/10 to get into it, though. As long as Coley does not let him get that, I think he'll be fine. But Balfons is coming for him. He's didn't gain that much that lap. I know what Coley doesn't want to see is a caution. Propo's going at it with Storm up here right now. See that ticking down there for Coley, though. He's starting to plow. He's not getting the exit that he needs off these corners. It will be 2 to go when he comes off of 3 and 4. Balfons needs to gain 3/10 here. He'll get in the draft of Coley if he does. Coley's cutting as much of the track as he can right now. He is taking the shortest way around that's possible. Oh, no, he missed the bottom. Uh-oh. That's going to shave off a lot of time here. Balfons might get within the draft, but is it enough? Does he have enough time? He has the speed on Coley. He's within 6/10 now. Can Josh Coley hold off a hard-charging Balfons? Balfons is going to get the draft from him now. It's not going to be super strong. He's coming down to half a second here. Coley just has to hold on 1 more lap. He does not need to blow a corner here. Balfons, 4/10 now. He's going to have a run coming down the backstretch here. Might have one coming off the corner, depending on how deep he gets in. Coley into 3. He will come out of 4. And he will win here at Texas. He will beat a hard-charging George Balfons Jr. for the race win here in the Stay Tuned Sports with Jimbo 200. As Balfons was coming, he was going to get him. I'm not so sure if that was 1 more lap, I think Balfons would have caught him. But Josh Coley, 3rd race win of the season for him. Charlotte, Gateway, those were back-to-back. Didn't race last weekend, I believe, and then wins at Texas. This man is on a tear. I mean, he's on an absolute tear right now. Watch him burn it down. Quick's also burning it down too. I wish Quick would not be doing a burnout because I can't hear Coley's. Boise, Idaho, for his hometown there in the Wilson Farms paint scheme. Going to become a familiar paint scheme here. I think this whole season might come down to him, the way it's been for him recently. He's been running extremely good. But I will pull up the race finish here. Not the qualifying like I did last week. It's a mistake from me. As you should see it right there on your screen now. So we will bring in the top 3 drivers here. Hey Matt, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yep.
And so you followed just a little bit short. You know, what do you think changed for you in this final, run to the green flag or to the white flag?
10 laps longer than the first stage. So, I mean, we basically had natural cautions. Some of the stage 1, stage 2, I had an extra caution or 2 on each one. So it just made the run that much shorter. So, I mean, we're talking 20 green flag laps, 18 to 20. That last one was damn near, 36 green flag laps. So that right front was wearing off. I was really trying to back up my turns, and I pissed a lot of people off because they were bumping the hell out of me. But I was going to run my line, and it is what it is. And I didn't mean to cut off George's nose at one time. I didn't know he was on my outside till it was there and whatever. So that could have been a lot worse. And I'm thankful that he didn't kill me. He could have.
Yeah.
But outside that, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I was looking at the front of me and the line and all that, and he kept bumping me through the turn, which made me loose as crap, especially passing Gale and or Christopher Gale there. So that was a little sketchy. But after that, I was just trying to run my line, all that stuff. Tried a bunch of stuff, didn't work. I tried downshifting in 3 and 4. My tires weren't. That was a terrible idea. Storm got under me, and then I had to pinch him a little bit to keep my spot because, I mean, it's a top 3 spot, so it's worth fighting for, especially in the last 10 laps. So, I mean, I race like a dick, but it's hard to pass, and I'm not up front much. So, I might have pissed George up. Outside that, I think I raced pretty damn clean tonight.
I mean, sometimes you have to. I mean, I know Texas, once that right front's gone, it's gone. You don't get it back. It's extremely hard on that.
I mean, Coley looked like he was dead at the end there. He lost, a second and a half to George?
I believe
freaking 4 laps? Because that right front was dead.
Yeah, I believe he had like a 2-second lead with about 5 laps left, and I knew he was plowing tight looking at his exit. I knew it was gonna be close. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Well, I want to thank Team Sip and Shine Racing that I'm a part of. George, Kevin Hash, and Ray Rittenhauer. We practiced last night along with Larry Yingling, and we broke it down. We wrecked each other a whole bunch and figured out what the limits of the cars were. And I didn't think that practice helped too much, but obviously it gave me all the confidence I need to just to race my line and figure it out. And I couldn't have done this without those guys. It's really helped my my game that much more.
All right, man. Well, good job tonight. I will let you go. Good 3rd place finish, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That was Matt Quick, the driver of the 89 for Sip and Shine Racing. We will bring in the 2nd place driver, George Balfons Jr. Fell just short. Hey, George, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah.
And so you fall just a little bit short. You were going to catch Coley if that was one more lap. What do you think really worked to your benefit there? Because you had to fight those guys back there, but you still had tire left. Was there something different that you did being around them?
I kept the I was backing the corners up pretty much all race long, and not just matting the throttle, smooth inputs. But another thing is just trying to get the nose in clean air. If there was somebody that was entering the corner low, I'd enter high. If there was somebody entering high, I'd enter low. And I would adjust my inputs based on those details. But man, it was everything I could to not wreck Matt Quick trying to get by him, because he was holding me up, and he held me up just long enough to not be able to catch Josh there at the end.
Yeah, you were coming, and I really thought you were going to catch him because you made, I believe about 2 seconds in a
Yeah.
matter of like 5 laps, and I was like, oh my gosh, he is coming because you had right front tire left. Coley obviously didn't. I was surprised, which when you were battling back there with those guys, I was like, there's no way his tires are still good. Then I saw your lap times just start ticking off, and I was like, he might actually catch him here. But I mean,
Yeah, the last 2 laps I gained 4 tenths on him. I know he missed. I was watching him miss the corners a little bit here and there. But honestly, part of it was I lost. I wasn't managing the race well. I didn't realize when it was 5 to go that it was 5 to go. I'm still thinking there's like 20 laps, so I'm just kind of casually riding around, and I just wasn't paying attention enough.
so this is kind of a question for you. Do you think that if you didn't get held up back there, you would have had Coley because you had to fight for a long time?
Absolutely. If there was one moment where I got above Quick coming out of turn 2, and he chopped my nose off, and I gave him the bumper and sent him down the track. And he did it numerous times, and I said the next time he cuts my nose off, I'm sending him. But I think if my trading paints was working fine and I had my number, I would have passed him, regardless.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight? I do notice that you don't have a number, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's been an ongoing battle this entire season. Tonight we were running a black paint scheme that Paul Mashifka was running, but for whatever reason I couldn't get it to load up even with all the trading paint stuff. But as far as sponsors go, Mesker's Tavern, who's been the primary sponsor on the car, Paul, who does the paint schemes for this, Agent Inc. Racing, Overton Speed Shop, and you guys for broadcasting this race. We really, really appreciate that.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good second place finish tonight, man.
I appreciate it, man. We'll see you next week.
That was George Balfons Jr., the numberless driver on track, but he is the 94 in this race. He comes home second. One more lap, he probably would have had Coley because Coley's tires were gone. They were non-existent pretty much. It was going to be interesting for sure. We will bring in the race winner and Josh Coley. Hey Josh, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
And so you come home with your third race win of the season. You know, how does that make you feel knowing you're the only driver with 2 wins here? 3 wins on the season.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. I can't really believe it. I don't know. I was able to push hard and get positions when I needed to, and then I could see George coming, and my right front was toast by then. But I knew if I got clean air, I had the best chance, and I had to send it there on the outside of Matt, and somehow made that stick. And then I just tried to build a gap without burning it up too bad. But George, another lap, I think George would have had me pretty easy.
Yeah, I saw him catching you, and I was like, yeah, Coley's right front is absolutely gone because you missed the exit or missed the entry on one time, and I was like, oh no, and you lost about 2 tenths from that corner alone. But I mean, that was one more lap. Balfons would have had you, but you know, how did the race go for you overall? Did you really have to fight? Did you have to kind of learn as you went at this track?
Yeah, it was really tough in traffic. Getting positions was pretty, you had to set them up and you had to have a good run and everything had to work out to where you could get up next to him and have a good line into the corner. But yeah, I knew I was in trouble the last couple laps because I had to slow way down to keep it on the bottom in 1 and 2, and that affected 3 and 4, for speed. So just kind of hanging on, but I was trying to manage that gap also and not burn it up, before it was over. And kind of got lucky there, but we also used some strategy with lap times and stuff there at the end to make it happen.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Wilson Farms, CRT, everyone that watches, you guys for broadcasting, Sawyer and Dylan for doing all the work for the league, and we had a good team finish tonight too. So I got to say good job to Matt and Kevin and Ray. So we'll be back again next week in Chicago, which I think I still have to buy that track. So I'm glad I got some wins in the bank.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Go celebrate your 3rd victory on the season, man.
All right, thanks.
As that was Josh Coley, the race winner Go over the finishing order here. Josh Coley first, George Balfons Jr. second. Was going to catch Coley if there was one more lap. Matt Quick third, Eric Drapeau fourth, Roger DeBold fifth, Matt Cherry sixth, Storm Patterson seventh, Kevin Hash eighth, ninth, Brandon Pamitat 10th, Adam Boyles 11th, Landon Polininski 12th, Raymond Rittenauer 13th, John Garrett 14th, Brandon Klusterhuis 15th, Alex Little 16th, Sawyer Ott 17th, Donald Sadusky 18th, Tristan Ott 19th will be, if I can get this to click down, 19th, Daniel Half, 20th, Paul Majivka, 21st, Kelvin Masur, 22nd, Brian Workman, 23rd, Christopher Gale, 24th, Dave Matson, 25th, Mark Math, 25th, Mark Math, 26th, Corbin Hemstreet, 27th, Manny Gregory, 28th was Ryan Hennings. Dylan Hale was race control, so he does not have a number. But that was a good race. That was a very good race overall. Coley he might be a guy to watch. I mean, I really do think he's going to be a guy to watch. This is his third win. He had 2 back-to-back, Charlotte and Gateway. Didn't race last week. I think he was on vacation. Then he wins this race at Texas. So he's going to be a hard guy to beat. I do expect him to be looked at a lot. But if y'all are new to Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription, it's free. You can always take it back. You can turn on notifications. You can turn off notifications for our streams if you are annoyed by that. But anything will help us. We've grown a lot, up to 620. I would like to hit 700 by the end of April, possibly. If we get to 1,000 by my birthday on May 19th, that'd be awesome. But I don't think that's going to happen. That'd be a lot of people to subscribe. But y'all are bored. Austin is streaming money racing right now at Ron Morris Jr. Racing. But tomorrow I will be streaming the Four Corners Racing League there at Richmond. So that'll be interesting. But I will roll this animation and you all can go.